Good afternoon. This is All India Radio and I am Gaurang Dhawanlal with the Midday News. The headlines. All-party meeting convened by government ahead of budget session of Parliament begins in New Delhi. Union Ministers Narendra Singh Tomar and Pashupati Kumar Paras inaugurate first G20 International Financial Architecture Working Group meeting under India's G20 presidency in Chandigarh. Filing of nominations for assembly elections in Tripura ends today. Nation pays homage to Father of the Nation Mahatma Gandhi on his 75th death anniversary today. And 5th Khelo India Youth Games to start in Madhya Pradesh this evening. The all-party meeting convened by the government ahead of the budget session of Parliament is underway at Parliament House Complex in New Delhi. The meeting is being attended by Union Ministers Rajnath Singh, Prahlad Joshi and Piyush Goyal. NCP Chief Sharad Pawar, Sudeep Bandyopadhyay of the TMC, Elamaram Karim of the CPIM, Priyanka Chaturvedi of Shiv Sena UBT, Manoj Jha of the RJD and Sanjay Singh of AAP are among those attending the meeting. At the meeting, the government will seek cooperation from all political parties to ensure the smooth functioning of both houses of Parliament during the session. The budget session of Parliament will begin tomorrow. The session will commence with the address by President Draupadi Murmu to the joint sitting of both the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha in the Central Hall. The economic survey will also be tabled in both houses on the first day of the session. The Union Budget 2023-24 will be presented on Wednesday. The budget session will continue till the 6th of April this year. It will have 27 sittings spread over 66 days. The first part of the session will go on till the 13th of February. It will also have a recess from the 14th of February to the 12th of March to enable department-related parliamentary standing committees to examine the demands for grants and make reports relating to their ministries and departments. The second part of the budget session will begin on the 13th of March and continue till the 6th of April. The first G20 International Financial Architecture Working Group meeting under India's G20 presidency began today in Chandigarh. Union Agriculture and Farmers Welfare Minister Narendra Singh Tomar and Food Processing Industries Minister Pashupati Kumar Paras inaugurated the two-day meeting. Speaking on the occasion, Mr. Tomar said, India is developing rapidly due to science and innovation as both are closely related to the future of India.
जलवायु लक्ष्यों के प्रति भारत की प्रतिबद्धता व कोविड के बाद विकास पथ पर लौटने की सभी ने सराहना की है। विज्ञान व नवाचार से भारत का विकास तेजी से हो रहा है। ये दोनों भारत के भविष्य के साथ गहराई से जुड़े हुए हैं। हमने डिजिटल सार्वजनिक बुनियादी ढांचा बनाने के लिए प्रौद्योगिकी का लाभ उठाया है। वैश्विक स्वास्थ्य देखभाल में वित्तीय समावेशन धारणी ऊर्जा की ओर गमन में हमारा उल्लेखनीय योगदान रहा है और विकास की जन केंद्रितता हमारी राष्ट्रीय रणनीति का आधार है। यह वही दर्शन है G20 की अध्यक्षता का विषय एक पृथ्वी, एक परिवार और एक भविष्य को रेखांकित करता है.
Speaking on the occasion, Union Minister Pashupati Kumar Paras said that India's endeavour would be to facilitate constructive dialogue, share knowledge and work together towards the collective aspiration for a secure, peaceful and prosperous world. He said the Indian presidency of the G20 has the responsibility to build on the progress made so far and ensure that the international financial architecture remains well equipped to meet the acute challenges it faces today and provide maximum support to vulnerable groups. Filing of nominations for assembly elections in Tripura will end this evening. Prominent candidates who filed their nominations today include senior BJP leader and Tripura Chief Minister Dr. Manik Saha. Mr. Saha performed puja at various temples in Agartala in the morning before filing his nomination papers. He is contesting from the town Bardwali constituency in Agartala. Congress candidate Ashish Saha also submitted his nomination papers. Both Dr. Manik Saha and Ashish Saha submitted their nomination papers at the office of the Sadar Sub-Divisional Office. BJP State President Rajiv Bhattacharya also submitted his nomination papers from the Banmalipur constituency. Polling for elections for 3 seats of graduates constituencies and 2 seats of teachers constituencies of the Uttar Pradesh Legislative Council is underway. Polling started at 8 this morning and will continue till 4 p.m. Polling is being held in 39 districts of the state. Counting for these elections will be held on the 2nd of February at 4 districts: Kanpur, Jhansi, Gorakhpur and Bareilly. The nation is paying homage to the father of the nation, Mahatma Gandhi, on his 75th death anniversary today. The day is also observed as Martyrs' Day. Mahatma Gandhi was assassinated on this day in 1948. President Draupadi Murmu laid a wreath at the Samadhi of Mahatma Gandhi at Rajghat in New Delhi and offered floral tribute to him. Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Raksha Mantri Rajnath Singh, Housing and Urban Affairs Minister Hardeep Singh Puri and Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla were among those who paid tribute to the father of the nation at his Samadhi. An inter-religious prayer meeting was organized on this occasion. The nation also observed a 2-minute silence at 11 a.m. on Martyrs' Day today. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has paid homage to Bapu on his Punyatithi and recalled his profound thoughts. Mr. Modi also paid homage to all those who have been martyred in the service of the nation. In a tweet, Mr. Modi said, "Their sacrifices will never be forgotten and will keep strengthening our resolve to work for a developed India." Minister of State for Health and Family Welfare, Dr. Bharati Praveen Pawar today said, "It is a matter of great concern that India has nearly 52% of the total cases of leprosy worldwide." Speaking on the occasion of National Anti-Leprosy Day in New Delhi, Dr. Bharati said that the country has a firm resolve to fight it through different interventions like the National Leprosy Eradication Plan and with the involvement of the state and common citizens. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle @AIR News Alerts.
Budget 2023. What makes the headlines? What matters most for the people, markets, sectors, industry and the nation? Join All India Radio News for a special live day-long program on Union Budget for an in-depth analysis by experts, special budget bulletins, people's reaction on the budget and exclusive interviews. Tune into the FM Gold channel 100.1 MHz of All India Radio and other frequencies from 10:10 a.m. to 10 p.m. on Wednesday, that's 1st of February. It will also be available on our app News on AIR and our YouTube channel News on AIR Official.
Widespread rain has lashed northwest India, including the National Capital Region. The India Met Department has predicted more showers in the region today. In Jammu and Kashmir, the 270-kilometer Jammu-Srinagar National Highway, NH44, which connects the Kashmir Valley with the rest of the country, was closed in the wee hours today for vehicular traffic. Our Jammu correspondent reports that due to overnight rains, multiple landslides and shooting stones at Mehad, Pantial and Cafeteria Mode in Ramban district have been triggered on the national highway. In Himachal Pradesh, the higher reaches of the state have been receiving heavy snowfall since last night, resulting in severe cold weather conditions in the state. At the same time, intermittent rain lashed several parts, including the state capital, Shimla. The upper reaches of Lahaul Spiti, Chamba, Kinnaur, Kullu, Kangra, Mandi, Simor and Shimla districts have received heavy rainfall. As many as 157 roads, including 4 national highways, have been closed in the higher reaches of the state due to heavy snowfall. In Uttarakhand, snowfall continues at the Char Dhams and other high-altitude places of the state. Snow has accumulated up to 3 feet in Kedarnath Dham. Traffic is closed on the Gangotri and Yamunotri National Highway due to snowfall. The concerned departments are engaged in the work of clearing snow from the routes. Apart from this, Snowfall is also being received in Hemkund Sahib, Valley of Flowers, Rudranath, Bageshwar, Dhanolti and Chakrata. Due to rain, the plains and hilly areas are in the grip of cold waves. Normal life has been affected due to snowfall. In Rajasthan, due to rain and hailstorm in the last 2 days, crops have suffered heavy damage in many districts. More from our correspondent.
Rabi crops have been damaged in many districts due to cold waves in the state a few days back and now due to rain and hailstorm. This matter has also been raised in the State Assembly by opposition today. A statement will be made in the House on this issue by the government. Meanwhile, Union Minister for Jal Shakti Gajendra Singh Shekhawat has expressed concern over the heavy damage to crops by hailstorm at many places, including Udaipur, Sirohi, and demanded a quick assessment of the damage. State Revenue Minister Ramlal said that instructions have been given to the concerned collectors to assess the damage caused by hailstorm. Jitendra Dwivedi, AIR News, Jaipur.
Odisha's Health Minister Nabhakishore Das, who died of a gunshot wound yesterday, is being cremated in Jharsuguda with full state honours. Earlier today, his body was airlifted from the capital Bhubaneswar to his constituency Jharsuguda. More from our correspondent.
While the state government has declared a 3 days mourning from yesterday, the national flag flew at half-mast in capital Bhubaneswar yesterday, the fateful day of his unfortunate demise, and will continue to fly half-mast in Jharsuguda today, the place of funeral as a mark of respect to the leader. Meanwhile, leaders cutting across party lines have paid their last respect both in capital Bhubaneswar, where he breathed his last, and in Jharsuguda, where the last rites are being performed. His body was subsequently taken to the State Assembly for members to pay homage last evening. Meanwhile, even as the police ASI who fired at the gunshot at the minister has already been nabbed, Chief Minister Naveen Patnaik has ordered a crime branch inquiry into the sad incident. Girish Chandra Das, AIR News, Bhubaneswar.
The National Investigation Agency, NIA, has arrested a wanted female Naxal cadre in Chhattisgarh's Bijapur encounter case that resulted in the death of 22 policemen and injured more than 30 personnel in 2021. Madkam Ungi, alias Kamla, was nabbed yesterday from the Bhopal-Pattanam area in Bijapur district. The 5th edition of Khelo India Youth Games 2022 will begin in Madhya Pradesh this evening. Union Sports and Youth Affairs Minister Anurag Singh Thakur and Chief Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan will inaugurate the sports extravaganza around 7 p.m. at TT Nagar Stadium in Bhopal. Union Minister of State for Sports Nishit Pramanik and other dignitaries will also be present on the occasion. More from our correspondent.
Grand preparations have been made for the opening ceremony of Khelo India Youth Games to be held for the first time in Madhya Pradesh from today. Around 100-meter long stage has been made in the TT Nagar Stadium, the main venue of inaugural ceremony. The cultural and historical heritage of Madhya Pradesh is depicted on the stage. Narmada Ghat, Khajuraho Temple, Sri Mahakal Lok, Sanchi Stupa, temples of Orchha, Bheda Ghat and Gwalior Fort are among them. Singer Sean will perform at the opening ceremony. Sean has sung the theme song of Khelo India Youth Games.
जोश दिखा दो, जान लगा दो, जोश दिखा दो, जान लगा दो, हिंदुस्तान का दिल धड़का दो, हिंदुस्तान का दिल धड़का दो.
Singer Niti Mohan will perform on Narmada Ashtak. A group of 100 folk artists will perform at Ek Bharat Shresth Bharat along with the drummer Shivamani. Apart from this, there will also be a spectacular dance performance on the theme of Vasudev Kutumbakam of G20. Sanjeev Sharma, AIR News, Bhopal.
In the FIH Hockey World Cup, Germany have lifted the World Cup after 17 years. They defeated Belgium 5-4 in a penalty shootout after the game ended 3-3 in the final at the Kalinga Stadium in Bhubaneswar yesterday. Germany now won the World Cup thrice, the first in 2002 and the second in 2006. And now, before we close, the headlines once again. All-party meeting convened by government ahead of budget session of Parliament begins in New Delhi. Union Ministers Narendra Singh Tomar and Pashupati Kumar Paras inaugurate first G20 International Financial Architecture Working Group meeting under India's G20 presidency in Chandigarh. Filing of nominations for assembly elections in Tripura ends today. Nation pays homage to Father of the Nation Mahatma Gandhi on his 75th death anniversary today. And 5th Khelo India Youth Games to start in Madhya Pradesh this evening. And with that, we end the Midday News.